Combine moved on yesterday. They've moved on to the wheat at home. They've tipped a few loads at home. They got, I think they finished up about 10 o'clock last night. It hasn't rained overnight, which is good, but there are showers about today. So I think it's one of those. If you get some, you get some. And if you don't, you might have a day of, you know, you might get a day of cutting in. Farmers fueling up the teleport, which ran out of fuel last night. That was a bummer. Right in the middle of the field. Young David come and got me in the end. Just one of those things. Those gauges on the teleporters are just useless. Happens every year. Every year it happens. You got machines going here, there, and everywhere. So it's just one that got missed for fueling. So teleport needs to come home. Bucket needs to come home. The pusher, which is on teleporter, that needs to come home. But I've got some final pushing up in this shed and sweeping up and just making sure this is all tidy. The dryer will most likely get taken down when we need it. There is definitely rain coming Monday, and then it does look better after that. So whether we use it again, we'll just, you know, it'll be the weather, you know. If it starts raining again, we'll take it all down, we'll take it to wherever we need it. It can go up at any barn, at any of the locations. Apart from Alistair's, which Alistair's got a drying floor. I think a contractor's going to do Alistair's wheat for us. If it's dry, we're going to get the contractor to get that in the dry for us. We will go up top another day. The boys finished up yesterday afternoon. The combine doesn't want to sit still, so it's get the header off, move the header, move the combine. That can take, you know, it can take half an hour to get combine into the next field, set up, ready to go. So the guys sort of left here in a hurry last night. But that doesn't matter, we'll get it pushed up. That's the last little bit of drying, so I'll get that all pushed up onto the heap and, yeah, tidied up. I don't know how many tons in there. I don't know. It looks like a similar heap to last year. I don't know, but the acreage might have been bigger. But it's a fair heap anyway. Grain quality is okay. Whether it makes milling, I don't know. It is a milling variety, but you've got to have it tested for its protein and other things to see if it's going to go for milling. But we'll find that out on another day. We'll see how it does. The stuff back at home, it's a Costello, it's a feed wheat, so it's not going to be milling. I'm going to get this pushed up now. Then we've got some more straw loads to take back. We've got to take the telehandler back, we've got to take the pusher back, the bucket, back to the farm so we can start pushing up the wheat back at the home. Then we've got some more straw loads to run back to the farm. We want those off the field if it does rain, really, because they're big bales and we don't want them to get wet. So, yeah, lots to do. Always lots to do in the morning. Greasing. It's always fueling, greasing, checking machines over. Yeah, tons going on, you know. You know how it is. I'll do a little bit at a time. Is with this pusher is not to push it on that trailer too far, because getting it off you end up pushing it forward and then you run out of reach, then you got to get the chains up. I'm happy now. I don't like leaving a shed like that because that sort of job can easily get forgotten about. The wheat over at Jim's is done. I'm just gonna have a little sweep up out here, get it squared up, and we ain't got to worry about it then. What we might do is just come and put the probe in a few days time, see if it's heating up or not. If it is heating up, we'll put the fans in, and if it doesn't need it, if it's sitting at the right temperature, then we won't bother. It'll store nicely in there. But you got to stay on top of it. You got to check it. Right, we're back at the farm. These are the first loads. I can see they've obviously had a few loads in here already. They've got a good start on things. Just have a little look at the grain here. That grain looks really nice. Really nice. Some small ones in there, but on the whole, not too bad. We'll do one of those brain weight tests once we get 5 minutes. So I'm going to push this up. We're going to need to push this up pretty high. There's a fair bit to come in here. I thought you said you can't work them machines. Yeah, you don't need no help no more, that's it. I haven't actually shown you this tractor very much yet. Keithy's been using it, Dave's been using it. I haven't even driven it up the road yet. Dave-o. Hello. Also known as Chisel Man.
Thank you.
I've got to show him this tractor, Dave. This one's kitted out with 2 screens there.
Wow.
wow, yes indeed. One's for your sat nav, which they didn't give us a dome for. Even though our tractor's gone in with the dome attached to it, they couldn't possibly give us the dome for this one. We don't know when the 8S is coming back. Apparently the gearbox is in a crate laid on the floor at the moment, so it's still going to be a while. We're just running up to get the last of the straw. Somebody ran out of fuel last night. Farmer's been up and fueled it up.
I wonder who that was.
Dave rescued me. Thanks, Dave. It's pretty much the same as the others, isn't it? It's all electric spools though. Front PTO.
Yeah.
Keithy's been using it on the mowers, hasn't he? He's got a joystick on there. The 7S has got the new joystick, isn't it, Dave?
Yeah.
Apart from that, I don't know if I'd have 2 screens if I could choose. What would you have, Dave? Would you have 2 screens? If I could tuck that screen over there somewhere.
If it's out the way, then it'd be alright.
Yeah.
You come when it was down here, so you couldn't see.
No, I suppose it's alright up there, but anyway, yeah. It is a nice tractor though, lovely tractor. We serviced it because it was it wanted a service when it come, didn't it?
Yeah.
First day we used it, wanted a service, so farmer couldn't stand it anymore. He had to put some oil and a filter on it, so yeah, we couldn't let it go past its hours on its service. It's important to keep that done. So anyway, we're gonna go and get some straw. Look how many bales I had left. I was just gonna stack them in 4s. I had 2 stacks to put up. Anyway, we just had a shower come through. That has damped the top. Back at the farm, it hasn't rained at all. Farmers literally, it's come this way obviously, but where the combine is now, that's wet the corn, so that's going to hold things up for a few hours. That won't be until this afternoon now, but it means we haven't got to rush around either, so we can get these straw home. But we've had a good few days, and next week is looking like a better week altogether. There you go. We're going to get these last loads home. Keithy's unloading. We were rushing around to get combining again, but we don't have to now, so we can take it a bit easier for a minute. I think that is coming down quite hard now, so I think that's going to have settled the debate of whether we're combining today or not. They did say it might shower about, and yeah, we haven't got a rush to go combining, let's put it that way, so we can get machines ready for when we get going again. So we got teleporters to all blow off, fuel up, tractors to get blown off. Keithy's going to unload these straw. This little bit of rain won't hurt them. But yeah, we can get prepped, ready for the next stint. Today's going to be one of those frustrating days. Sunny and windy now. We've just had quite a bit of rain come through, so we're going to use the time. You've got a bit of free time now, so you want to get machines home. You want to get everything blown off, all the rads blown out. You want to get the machines blown off, greased up, ready for when we do start again. You haven't got these little jobs to do in amongst all the other jobs that you've got to do. So, the rake's up here, so we're going to pick the rake up. We're going to take the baler home, make sure the baler's greased, ready to go, put some string in it, fuel the tractors. Lots of little jobs that you can still be doing even though the weather's not perfect. So yeah, Dave's going to take the rake, I'll take the baler, we'll get them home. We've got a delivery to make later on as well, so we've got plenty of stuff to do still. There's other jobs we can do. We still got to top these set aside fields, so still got plenty of little jobs we can go at if we want to. Farmer's back at home just getting the other trailer ready, just in case we need 3 trailers over at these next fields, because they're quite a bit away from the farm. The guys at General Hydraulics in Oxford, they sorted a ram out for us. That's all fixed and not leaking anymore. It's the next day. We finished up yesterday. We had an earlier night. It was showering about, and we had a few heavy showers. It stopped us in our tracks a bit. But it's now Sunday. Farmer's just rang up. We had the morning off. He's gone out and tested the corn. It's 17.5, so we're going to start drying some again. We ain't leaving it to chance really. There are signs of better weather coming, but it's got to come in. So every time it gets in that range of 17.5%, it's coming in. We're going to be running the combines. Half a day off, so that's not too bad. We're going to run 3 trailers from here. It's a little bit of distance between here and the farm, so it's a little bit of road work. My tractor, the one that usually sits on this trailer, we're on the big trailer. Farmer got the other trailer ready yesterday. He had a bit of a hiccup yesterday morning. I don't know what I actually don't quite understand what he'd done, but he scraped a tyre on something, a culvert or something, on the back of the combine, and yeah, he had to have a new tyre in the end on the back of the combine. Farrell sorted that out that morning within an hour's notice. Unbelievable. Yeah, great service by those guys. Yeah, thank you for that. Bit of a hiccup, everybody has them. It doesn't matter who you are, how much experience you got, you have a hiccup every now and again. It's just the way it is. It's the line of job we got. Oh, I'll just make sure that's clean. Yeah, it's just the way it is. Everybody has a hiccup, a glitch, a knock every now and again. Nobody plans for it, nobody wants it to happen. It's going to rain tomorrow, so the straw is going to get wet. It's too wet to bale right now, and it is due to rain tomorrow for most of the day, so we see what we get. It most likely have to be Ted and Road before we can bale it. It's just the way it is. The corn's more important than the straw. We're going to get it in the shed. Farmer spent this morning getting the grain dryer taken down. He took all that down and he set it back up at the farm. There's just a few things we need to sort out there to get that running. We'll do that in the morning, and we can spend, if it's only drizzling about tomorrow, we can spend the day drying, and you're constantly getting grain in the shed. So I imagine that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. But yeah, me, Keithy and Dave are running the trailers. It shouldn't be that strenuous. You put another trailer on the road, everyone's got an extra 5 minutes. Farmer said he's just tested the corn. It's 17.5% as it stands. If it stays dry for the rest of the afternoon and the sun stays out, that will come down. I think he said it's dropped 0.5% in an hour, so it won't be heavy drying like it was the other day. So Ollie is in the process of fixing my tractor. He took the shaft off. He had the parts yesterday. He was just putting it back together and noticed there was a bearing on the middle of the shaft there. It wasn't it was okay, but the bearing would have gone, give it another 3,000 hours, the bearing would have gone. He's got it out. It's not a tractor that might even stay very long, but we're not like that. We if something needs doing and he's there and he's got it out, that's your time there. The time to do it is now. So Ollie's going to get a bearing and get that back together. That should be back together in a couple of days. He only needs the bearing to get put the bearing back on there, and he'll get it all buttoned up for us. So yeah, thanks to Ollie for sorting that out. Keithy's golden boy at the minute. He hasn't done nothing yet. We're all waiting for Keithy to have a mess up. So grain dryer set up in the background there. Not completely set up. We've still got a few things to do to get that going. We're not going to run it tonight. We're just going to At 17.5% it'll sit in the shed quite nice, so we will just get it in the shed, and then tomorrow we can finish setting up the dryer, and we can start drying if we want to. If the weather's not thundering down with rain, we can go drying. Stranger things have happened. You clear out the shed, and then say like the old man comes back and he doesn't know what you're up to, and he decides to start putting stuff away again. I'm just going to get that in the corner there because Dave's next in and he'll have an easier tip then. Lovely trailers these, but difficult to see reversing. You've got to use your mirrors, but tip them up a bit and watch the wheels then. Right, we're in position. They won't let you open the doors until you've got her tipped up, which is a good safety thing. I think you heard me saying there has been times where the door's been opened. I can't remember the specific times, but it's happened. Corn all over the place. I think oilseed rape. You don't want to tip that out at the price that is. With this trailer, you've got to look through the back window, so with the big tractors you can see over top, but these bigger trailers you've got to that's what the window's there for, really. Combines just come in, try and stay off the straw as much as possible. It's a bit of a shame actually, this straw is going to get wet, and it's really nice straw looking at it, but yeah, I don't know. I suppose it'll dry again, I suppose, but wanted to go in small bales really. It's beautiful straw. This combine will be full because its lights have been going off a little while. I do everything on the gears and the manual on the throttle. So if I need to slow down, I just things going a bit faster than us. Try and fill the back up first so you can see what you're doing on the next load then. You've got to watch your combine driver all the time. There are times he will stop if he has a problem. The other day I had a right nightmare. These tractors got, you know, delays between the ranges, and he was sitting right between the gears of the range change. I changed range and yeah, it came over top. Nothing you can do, you just sit there with a load of engine revs. Sweet, and then we just make our way back round. Darren's on board with him there. He would have liked that, that was a good one. Oh, right, it's been a bit of a weird afternoon. We've had some spots of rain just come through, and then now we're clear. Yeah, we're running 3 trailers. It gives us a little bit of time to push up and nobody's rushing about on the road. Otherwise you have got to rush about, especially if you want to do moisture test and push up as well. I'm going to get 16, yeah. I didn't think that would come down much. It's come down a little bit. It was 16, it was 17 and a half to start with, so 16's good. Right, it's 20 to 8. We keep getting these little tiny flourishes of drizzle and then it sort of goes away. The combine is filling up quite fast. Oh, start turning on there. Young Dave is not far behind me. I've got to push up on the next one, so Dave will have to overtake. We've got sun behind us. This is not good. I want a sun in front of you so you can see him better. A lot of rain coming tomorrow, so there won't be no combining tomorrow. I say a lot, probably, I don't know what they're predicting. 5 mil, something like that. Puts you right in the middle of the straw. Really annoying because, you know, the round bales come out a bit funny, the small bales come out a bit funny. Yeah, it's not taking him long to fill that combine up. I don't know what the yields are. I'll ask him later on, and we'll. But this is the wheat field that we drilled. Yeah, last year. There was a bit of black grass in it, but it was relatively clean. Just a bit of black grass in there. So I don't know. I thought it was good. I thought this was going to, you know, yield the best of what we had. So we'll see. It's got to be over. It's got to be over 3 ton, just because of the way the trailers are filling up. You can always sort of tell if you're not making it back in time. Here comes Dave. Look, if you're not making it back in time, you know, you can always tell with the runs of the with the combine as well. You have a bad year, combine can do 4 times, 5 times up and down. You're thinking, Christ. But when he's only going once down and once up, and that's it, you know your yields are pretty good. But this Castella is really nice. Straw's always, well, last year it was nice, and it looks really nice in the row, but it is going to get rained on, unfortunately. But that's the way it is. It was a bit of a last-minute decision, you know. The corn started coming down, a bit of wind and sun in the afternoon. It started coming down towards 17 and a half, and well, it was go time. So farmer didn't want to pest Uncle Franklin with the coming in late, but they'll be back in. They'll be back in from Tuesday onwards till Friday. Looks good, so there'll be plenty of combining then. We're going to push up the heat when we get back, and then it'll be night time. I'll show you one night time unloading, and then that'll do it for the video, I'm sure. We've probably got way too much footage as per usual, but we're getting on with it, you know, slowly. We are going to have to dry this big heap. Tomorrow we'll crack on with that. In fact, we'll get the rest of that dry put up, get that corn in the dry, get it shifted onto the heap, and then anything coming in wet on Tuesday, you know, we can get an earlier start Tuesday. We can, as soon as it's 17.5, we can start. You know, it soon dries. Wednesday will be dry, and you'll be tipping on the dry heap. So there we go. Here comes farmer. I've got to get myself turned around, because he's going to want to unload it. A little bit more than a day's worth of drying. Now we rush back. 3 trailers and it's still a Bit of a rush. I suppose there's worse problems to have. Oh yeah. Right, and back to the combine we go. Whew. Here comes Dave. Jordan's running the other one tonight. Keithy was running it for a bit, and then young Jordan took over. It's always a bit weird at night. I ain't got my light on here. I haven't got one. No, sorry. It's going to look a bit fuzzy because the camera's not very good in light. The Augur's got a light on it, you see. I think that is the better of the options. From what I remember last year, I remember being up at Alice's last year, and yeah, your lights sort of just make everything worse. So we'll see when he comes by. You are going to go on my head. I haven't got my mount on, I'm afraid. And the combine's filling up too fast to start fiddling about. We're gonna have we've got a big heap of drying to do starting from tomorrow, so we'll be getting the dryer sorted tomorrow. So the video will end here. I'll get you some footage of us unloading in the dark, and then that's where we'll leave it for this one. But thanks very much for watching, and yeah, thanks for following along on our harvest. It's been a bit of a journey so far, but there are spells, you know, it looks like there is another good spell of 4 days. You know, it's not a big spell, but it's a better spell than we've had previously. So hopefully, yeah, we can get a bit of straw in, and yeah, we might have to ted this out, you see, and get it dry after tomorrow's rain. But you know, we might get lucky and might not get that much, but we'll see. But we'll start a new video tomorrow, so yeah, make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers. So here we go, his little light comes on. I'm hoping that is enough to see what I need to see. I hope you guys can see enough. I apologise, you're on my head. Oops. I actually cannot see a thing in there. No, it's better. It's better when he does it. That is all I can see, is a mist and a little pile of wheat. Getting along pretty good, 6k. I want to fill the back up if I can. Trying my best. Combine lights are absolutely crazy. It's like a small town. Just about to finish. Get off the straw. We'll follow him round to the end, and he'll have another dump on us. I'll see if I can get you some nice shots through the window there. It seems to be yielding pretty good. I don't know what it is. I'll put it on the screen for you. But I'm guessing it's got to be the top end of 3 ton, you know, 3.8, 3.9 maybe. Might even break the 4 ton. It is coming in. You know, we've got 3 grain trailers going, and we're literally only just getting back. So that thing just absolutely just unbelievable. The amount of The amount of material going in that header. Crazy. Right, that's it. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Rain again, obviously, but we'll catch you next time. Cheers.